Most people think turning $10,000 into $100,000 takes luck, a hot stock, or some secret investment move. It doesn't. The easiest way is usually the one nobody brags about: putting your money into solid assets, adding to it consistently, and letting time do the heavy lifting. It's not flashy, and it's definitely not overnight, but if you can stay patient and stop chasing quick wins, that first $10,000 can become something much bigger. First, I would stop looking for fast. This is where people get trapped. The moment somebody hears turn 10,000 into 100,000, their mind jumps to crypto, penny stocks, flipping, options, or some cousin's can't-miss idea. That is not the easiest way. That is the most emotional way. And emotional money decisions usually end the same way. Stress first, regret later. The easiest path is usually the path that asks the least from your nerves. You do not need a miracle. You need a method. Because making 10 times your money is hard if you want it next month. But it becomes much more realistic when you stop asking money to perform on your schedule and start letting time do the heavy lifting. That is the shift. Part 2, the easiest path is simple ownership. If I wanted the easiest realistic shot at turning 10,000 into 100,000, I would put that money into a low-cost, diversified index fund and keep buying consistently. Not because it sounds exciting, because it removes a lot of the mistakes regular people make. It keeps you from trying to guess which one stock will explode. It keeps you from checking the market every 5 minutes like your blood pressure depends on it. It keeps you from acting like a trader when what you really need to be is an owner. That is what a lot of people miss. You are not supposed to beat the market with drama. You are supposed to build with discipline. And when you buy a broad index fund, you are not betting your whole future on one company, one CEO, or one headline. You are buying a piece of many businesses at once. That matters, especially for beginners and everyday people, because the less your plan depends on being clever, the more likely you are to actually stick with it. And sticking with it is where the money comes from. Part 3. 10,000 alone is powerful, but 10,000 plus time is different. Now, let's be real. $10,000 can grow, but $10,000 by itself usually does not become 100,000 quickly. That is where people get discouraged. They think, that's it? I have to wait? Yes, that is exactly why so many people never do it. Because the truth is, wealth often grows quietly for a long time before it grows loudly. At first, it feels unimpressive. Then, one day you look up and realize your money has been working while you were sleeping, aging, taking care of family, living your life. That is the beauty of compounding. At the beginning, it looks like nothing is happening. Later, it looks like magic. But it is not magic, it is patience being rewarded. So if all you did was invest the $10,000 and leave it alone, you would still be far ahead of most people. But if you want to make the path easier and faster, you do one more thing. You keep adding. That is the real secret. Part 4. The easiest way gets easier when you add monthly money. This is the part people underestimate. They think they need one huge win. No, what they really need is one solid system. Because turning 10,000 into 100,000 gets much easier when you stop treating that first 10,000 like the whole plan. It is not the whole plan, it is the seed. And seeds are not impressive until they become trees. So if I had $10,000 invested, I would also set up an automatic monthly contribution. Maybe it is $200 a month, maybe it's $500, maybe it's $1,000. The number matters, but the habit matters more. Because every month you add money, you are doing two things at once. You are growing your future, and you are training yourself not to interrupt the process. That second part is huge. A person who can invest modest amounts consistently for years will often beat the person who keeps trying to hit home runs. Not because they were smarter, because they were steadier. Part 5. Most people do not fail because of returns. They fail because of behavior. This needs to be said plainly. The biggest threat to your 10,000 is not always the market. Sometimes it is you. It is getting bored. It is seeing somebody online brag about a faster play. It is pulling money out because the market dipped and you got scared. It is deciding that long-term wealth is too slow, so you trade peace for excitement. That is how people lose years. The easiest way to grow money is not just choosing the right investment. It's choosing a plan simple enough that you can stay with it when life gets noisy, when the news gets scary, when your friend swears they found the next big thing, when your account goes down for a while and you feel stupid. That is the test. Not whether you can invest, whether you can remain invested. Because a lot of people want the reward of long-term money with short-term emotions. That combination almost never works.
Part 6. Here is what I would actually do with the $10,000. If I were starting from scratch, this is how I would handle it. First, I would make sure I am not putting my last $10,000 into the market. If that money is all I have and I do not have emergency savings, then part of the smartest move is keeping some cash safe. Because investments grow best when you are not forced to sell them during a bad moment. That matters. After that, I would put the investable portion into a low-cost, broad index fund. Then I would automate monthly contributions. Then I would leave it alone. Not poke it, not show it off, not keep switching strategies every 6 weeks. I would just keep feeding it. And if I got a raise, I would increase the monthly amount. If I paid off debt, I would redirect some of that freed up money into the account. If I got a tax refund, part of it would go there too. That is how regular people build uncommon results, quietly. Part 7. The hidden power is not the $10,000. It is the identity shift. This is deeper than math, because the moment you stop seeing money as something to spend and start seeing it as something to plant, your whole life changes. Now your money has a job. Now every extra dollar becomes a worker. Now your habits start lining up with your future. And that's when real wealth building begins. A lot of people think 100,000 is just a number. It's not. For many people, it's the first time money starts feeling like protection, like breathing room, like maybe one emergency doesn't wipe you out, like maybe retirement is not just a dream people talk about, like maybe your children do not have to start from zero. That's why this matters. It's not about impressing anybody. It's about finally having something growing in your corner.
Part 8. What I would not do. I would not try to double it fast. I would not chase hype. I would not hand it to somebody who talks like a magician. I would not put all of it into one stock because social media is screaming. I would not keep moving it around every time the mood of the internet changes. And I definitely would not confuse entertainment with investing. That mistake has cost people a lot of money. The easiest path is usually the one with fewer decisions, fewer fees, fewer emotional swings, and fewer chances to sabotage yourself. Simple wins more than people think. Part 9. If you are older, this still matters. Now, maybe somebody listening is thinking, that sounds good, but I am not 25 anymore. I understand that, but this still matters. Because even if you are older, the principle does not change. You still need your money to work harder than cash sitting idle forever. You still need a plan that is calm, practical, and repeatable. You still need to avoid desperation moves. And even if your path to 100,000 looks different, disciplined investing can still give you more options, more dignity, and more peace than drifting with no system at all. It is never too late to become more organized. It is never too late to become more intentional. And it is definitely never too late to stop making your money sit still while life keeps getting more expensive. Here's the truth. The easiest way to turn 10,000 into 100,000 is not easy because it's fast. It's easy because it is understandable. It's easy because ordinary people can do it. It's easy because you do not have to be a genius. You just have to stop interrupting what works. Own good assets. Keep costs low. Add money consistently. Give it time. Stay off the emotional roller coaster. That's the game. Not flashy money. Patient money.